Hi, LindaBauwin here from stampingwithlinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is a quick and easy creative fold, and I am piggybacking this video from the video I did on Friday when I gave you the tip on how to get a background on your bow from the Stitch Seasons framelits. This card is just a quick, easy card, but it is a creative fold and uses very small pieces of your cardstock. So just scraps that you have around. First, I'm going to use a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 Whisper White, and then I have a 2 1/2 by 8 1/2, and this is in the real red. Then I have a 2 3/4 by 4 real red, and then I have under the mistletoe. Both these pieces are 3 3/4 inches wide. One is 2 inches and one is 3 3/4. Then I have a 2 1/4 by 4, and that is in the old olive, and then I have a 1 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that is also in the old olive, and finally a 1 by 3. Now the 1 by 3 in the Whisper White is what I'm going to stamp on. This is the only stamping that I have with this card, and I'm using that thank you from that Blended Seasons bundle. Remember, that is only available until the end of the month. And I do have that exclusive video for you on that. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Now this is 8 1/2 inches long, so normally we'd score it at the 4 1/4, but instead I am going to score it at the 4 3/8. And the reason being, this is a peek-a-boo card, and I want this band to go around my card. And what happens is that when you run the band around, because of the fold line, it makes it just a little bit shorter. So rather than cutting the opposite way on my 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock, I get more pieces if I go the 2 1/2 by 8 1/2. So when I place this down, I've got a nice even flap to my card, but on the back it's just an 1/8 of an inch smaller, but to me that doesn't matter. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take, and I see that I did this card, I put it on the wrong side. I wanted the flap to open this way, of course on the left hand side, but hey, never a mistake, right? Just reason to embellish. So I'm going to take that piece of old olive, I'm going to place that there, and then I'm going to take my small piece of designer series paper. Again, this is another card that makes it easy to show off both sides of your designer series paper. I'm then going to take the plaid, and I'm going to mount that on the piece of real red, and I'm just going to put this at the bottom. You know, I'm thinking I may even like this peek-a-boo better than the one that I had designed, so I'll have to show you how I had it designed and how this card looks. So I've got that. I'm going to take my thank you. I'm going to grab some dimensionals here and put that on the back. Well, I got a lot of dimensional there. Let's pull the backing off of that. I see that I am storing my dimensionals at the end of my table, which has a window, and I'm wondering if the sun is kind of melting my dimensionals, so I'm going to have to rethink the placement of that. So I've got my thank you, and that dimensional is just really, I'm going to take that off and try to find another one here that maybe is in better shape. So lesson learned, don't store your dimensionals when it is 85 to 90 in your window. So that one looks better. I've got my thank you. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add that to the top. Again, I'm liking this card much better. And again, if you joined me on Friday, you see how I got a background color on that bow. And I'm just going to grab a small dimensional and I'm going to put that on the bow, and that goes at the top of my thank you. Again, this is called a peek-a-boo card, and very simple, and opening like so that you can write your message. Now, like I said, I like this better than my original card. My original card, I had the opening at the bottom, but I think I like it better this way. What do you think? Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.